As a digital nomad entrepreneur, who are we and what do we become when we can't travel? The world feels like it's turned upside down in this past few months due to the global coronavirus pandemic. We've had to watch as our assumptions about things that have always been easy and possible have just disappeared. Borders closed, flights canceled, the whole world pausing and staying home. It feels confusing because as nomads, the whole world is our home. We've become used to just being able to grab a flight, a train, a bus, anywhere we want to go. And this new pandemic-driven situation feels confusing and jarring. I understand because as a digital nomad family, we're feeling it too. The world is our home, and just because you can't go wandering, that doesn't remove your explorer's passion or your nomad identity. Think of it this way. When you were a kid, did you ever come across a turtle or a frog, and for a brief time you kept it in a box to watch and feed it before you let it go? Or maybe you've heard stories about animals that got injured or caught up in a natural disaster. They're taken to a rehabilitation center to help them to rest and recover before being released back into the wild again. You may be feeling rather like that animal right now, stuck in a box and wishing you were back in the wild. But guess what? You have abilities that the animals don't have. You understand about past, present, and future. And you know these current restrictions won't last forever. Global travel will start again at some point. Our ability to wander and explore will return again because it's just a matter of time before international economies and tourism restart. Yes, they may look and feel different for a little while, but I have zero doubt that we'll be back on the road again. The question is, what will you choose to do in the meantime? Will you act like that animal in the box, throwing itself at the walls until it's exhausted and worn out? Or will you use your amazing, creative, curious, problem-solving mind, which every location-independent entrepreneur I've ever met has, and find a different way to explore life, even when your physical range is temporarily limited? How could you take advantage of the global pause? When you can't go wide, then go deep. Go deep into your business. What major project or initiative could you be building or developing right now? How could you be sorting out, cleaning up, or improving the systems in your business to make things even easier or better in the future? How can you take care of those foundational maintenance pieces that so easily get neglected or ignored while we're in the bustle and flow of things? How could you get even more curious and creative, developing an entirely new approach to your marketing or positioning that connects with people on a deeper level? Or go deep and connect to the land. Embrace your current slow mad style. Yes, public spaces like many restaurants, museums, even whole cities are closed. But many parks, hiking trails, other places in the wild are not. Find one that you can safely reach and spend time there. Learn about the land, the animals, the trees, the plants in the place you're in. Find even more ways to appreciate their beauty. Now, if you're truly on lockdown inside your house, then just look out a window and get curious about what you see. The clouds, the architecture of the buildings, birds or the animals that scamper by. In her final years, my grandmother declined with dementia, and her entire world became focused on sitting in her chair and watching what we referred to as the Squirrel Olympics outside of her window. It was a simple form of meditation, a practice in presence, which mystics and theologians from virtually every religious tradition have taught about for centuries. And for once, you have nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. So just be here, right now. Which brings me to a third option. Go deep inside yourself. If there was ever a moment when you could choose to do that deeper work on yourself, on your life, on its direction and future, that could be right now. What do you want? What's your vision for the future that you want to create? Now, forget about timelines and 1, 5, or 10-year plans. Forget all of that. Just create a vision of the future that you want for yourself, for your business, for your family. In the vision and direction element of the Freedom Evolution Method, I teach how to craft powerful, compelling visions of your future that you can install directly onto your personal timeline using these amazing pathworking exercises I've developed. But you can start that process right here, just by taking some time to dream, envision, write about the future that you want to create. Embrace intentionality. Take this time to pause and consider, what do you really want? And who will you become to make that possible? Now, if you choose, you can continue to feel frustrated, angry, and embattled because your nomad lifestyle has been dramatically slowed down. That choice is available to you if you want it. Or you can embrace the great pause and use this opportunity to go deep and get curious. Curious about your business, curious about the land and location you're in, curious about yourself and the future you will choose to build. Now, if you choose to embrace going deep, I would love to cheer you on, support you, connect with you about your vision of the future. So please comment below this video, like and share it with others who are also struggling to figure out what being location independent means in the midst of these big changes. Because we're all in this together, and together we're gonna find our road through each and every day. So, what are you gonna do today, Freedom Lover? Let's get started.